Hi, beautiful guys and gals, Taylor here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Detective Pikachu Returns. Last time we continued to play through Pikachu's flashback, and after we managed for him to get out of that flashback, Rachel and Jessica were in trouble, and we found them, but unfortunately, the person who was targeting Jessica got what they wanted, and we found out what it is, and we pulled Pikachu aside, and we learned that Pikachu is actually Tim's dad, Harry, but his soul is inside Pikachu's body. So this time we're gonna see if we could get his body back. So let's go. Time to get going? Yep, let's mosey.
Okay, there's something I gotta do. I'll meet you there. Oh, wait. You'll like it, I promise. Oh, that's right. We're out of coffee beans. Can you pick some up?
Okay. The usual dark roast, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Sophia, you can...
Uh-huh. I've understood you this whole time.
Now that's my little girl.
We don't have time for this.
Okay.
See you later.
So Sophia could understand what Pikachu was saying the entire time too? Leaving me out in the dark. Anyway, a plan that transcends time. Pokemon Unity Lab. So this is the Pokemon Unity Lab. Yeah, this is definitely where Mama used to work. You sure this is where Unitas' base is? That's what I heard, but it seems too quiet, doesn't it? It seems like there might be a janitor over there, but still. Yeah, it's weird, but nowhere near as weird as Pikachu actually being your dad. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. His body is supposed to be around here somewhere, right? Yeah, at least that's what we think. Then we better find him. Let's look around by ourselves for a bit while we wait for Pikachu. I'm curious about what's inside. Okay, let's go. Excuse me, do you mind if we ask you a few questions? Who are you? Oh, don't worry, we're students at Rhyme University. We're researching this area for a class, actually. Would it be okay if we interviewed you? Ah, I see. Well, it's nice to meet such dedicated students. You caught me by surprise. No one ever comes around here. But if you're here for school, then sure, ask me anything you like. Thanks for the save, Rachel. I got you. This place used to be a Pokemon research facility. Apparently, a bunch of extensive projects and whatnot were being done here. But it's been shuttered since the R incident. The lab is massive, isn't it? Yeah, it's so huge, it's hard to keep clean. How many entrances are there? Entrances? That's a weird question. There are 4 in total. 3 large entrances and 1 small one. I see. Must be a pretty big facility then. I'll say. In fact, this place is so big, you two are actually the first people I've ever run into. No wonder you were so surprised to see us. Wait, we're the first people you've seen here? I didn't realize how few people came here.
Excuse me.
Do you know anything about the incident that happened here? Only what I saw on the news. Some Pokemon went completely berserk here 2 years ago because of that R stuff. I heard someone actually died because of it. It's a really tragic story. Yeah, it is. This place has been shut down ever since. Rhyme City hired me to work here. The facility may not be in use, but they didn't want to let it fall into disrepair either.
Excuse me.
Does anyone else work here? Occasionally someone comes by to take over one of my shifts, but otherwise it's pretty much just me. Not many people want to come all the way out here so far from the city. I'm curious what's inside the building. Let's go take a look. Ooh, a Tangela. Out for a stroll. Huh. It's a Tangela. Tangela's whole body is covered in vines, which it uses to grab all sorts of stuff. We could ask it some questions when Pikachu joins us. Hey, these smaller doors can open slightly. Oh, you're right. Guess the lock's broken. But it feels like they're changed shut or something on the other side to keep them from opening. We better look for another way in. Maybe here? This door's locked. Let's find another entrance. Oh my goodness. This door's locked. Yeah, I don't think we can get in this way. Okay, 4 entrances total, so we gotta keep an eye out. Oh, a Diglett. Subterranean Denzian. Oh, a Diglett. Have you seen any suspicious people around here? Wait, I don't speak Pokemon. Let's talk to it again once Pikachu gets here. I feel like I've searched around everywhere and I still don't find and I don't see another entrance. Unless there's an entrance in here somewhere. Wow, check out all these steel drums. Do you think they used them here when they were fixing the building? That door's locked. I don't see another door. Unless I'm being blind as a black bat. Hello, Garbodor. Garbage Gorman. It's a Garbodor. Do you think it lives around here? Maybe it's the janitor's partner. Garbodor are always hanging around cleaning crews and garbage collectors. You might be right. Let's talk to it. Uh-huh. I don't see any other doors. That's the problem. We don't need to go this way, but yeah, there's one. Can we talk to you again?
Excuse me.
Four in total, 3 large entrances and 1 small one. And a small one. I think we checked out everything we can for now. Hey, Tim, can we talk over there for a minute? I think we should discuss the situation. Yeah, good idea. We shouldn't be overheard here. The janitor says he never sees any people around here, and the place has been closed since the incident, too. The building's definitely locked, so it'd be hard to get inside. We don't have much to go on right now. Yeah, to learn everything else, we need to talk to the Pokemon. Guess all we can do now is wait for Pikachu. Yeah.
Looks like he's late. What do you think Pikachu's up to?
Tim, why are you still calling your father Pikachu?
Well, it's hard for me to call him Dad to his face. I mean, he still looks like a Pikachu.
When you put it like that, it does sound awkward. There he is.
Hey! Sorry for the wait!
Oh my gosh! Growlithe, Darmanitan, Luxray, Fangirl. Oh, it's all the Pokemon that helped us during our journey.
You all came to help. Thank you.
Wow, Pikachu, you have so many friends.
This ragtag crew is my entourage. Huh?
Pikachu said
Tim, there's no time for that. I got work to do. Oh,
Wait a second, Pikachu. Something's odd about this place. What do you mean? We looked around out here while we were waiting for you, trying to find signs of Unitas' activity. Thing is, we didn't find anything at all. Now that you mention it, it does seem a bit quiet around here. Based on what I've learned from other Pokemon, this place seems like our strongest lead. And more importantly, I've got a good old-fashioned hunch that this is the place. Unitas is hiding here, I'm sure of it. But where? That's what we gotta find out. Sounds like you've already finished the preliminary investigation. I can't speak. Let's start talking to some Pokemon. The ones hanging around here ought to know something. Sounds like a plan. You two are going to conduct some interviews together, right? In that case, I'll keep looking around the area. Thanks, Rachel. You and the others can just hang back for now. We'll come get you if we need anything. Alright, Tim, let's get started. Okay, Garbodor first. Do you have time to talk, Garbodor? You help the janitor pick up trash? Sounds like you're a hard worker. You don't expect to be praised just for collecting snacks? Oh, right. Trash is like a treat for you. Just like that Trubbish we met the other day. Have you seen any other humans here? He says he's never seen any other humans besides the janitor. That tracks what the janitor said. Is there any way to get inside the building? Ah, it's never been inside. Gotcha. Well, that doesn't help us. Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? Anything at all? Sometimes you find strange snacks? Sorry, we're not here to talk about your snack. Is this one of the snacks you found today? It's a food wrapper. Why would a used food wrapper be here if people don't come here? What? You find these all the time? Even though no one comes here? Hey, Garbodor, mind if we keep this? We could give you some other trash in exchange. Thanks, Garbodor. This could be the clue we've been looking for. Used food wrapper at a facility no one ever goes to. What could it mean? Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Diglett? Do you live here? Ah, this place is nice because it's comfy digging, eh? And it's nice being able to dig as much as you want without any humans around, huh? Humans don't usually consider Diglett to be pests, you know. Farmers especially love Diglett. The soil is always perfectly tilled after you dig through it. Yeah, for real. Don't be afraid to visit places with humans around. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you. Diglett hasn't seen any people around, but it did mention something pretty interesting. What'd it say? Sometimes at night, when Diglett's underground and trying to sleep, it hears a lot of noise. Noise underground, you mean? Yep, it got curious about the noise and went into the building to check it out, but no one was there. When it went back underground, though, it could still hear the noise. Noise when nobody's there. Strange. Wait, how did you get inside the building? It says it dug a hole through the floor of the building. Wow, it's surprisingly powerful to be able to dig into a building from underneath. I wonder what the sound underground was. Yeah, that's got me intrigued as well. And finally, Tangela. You mind if we ask you some questions? What do you do for fun around here? Sunbathing, eh? Sounds nice and peaceful. I bet that feels great. You've never seen any other people around here besides the janitor. Wait a second, there's something caught in Tangela's vines. They're shards of glass. How did those get there? You think they might have gotten on you when you went inside the building? Wait, you been inside? Hey, Tangela, how did you get inside? The door's right near us? These smaller doors, huh? What? Those doors were unlocked until just recently? Now they're locked and you can't get in anymore. The place says it's supposed to be been shut down for ages. Why would these doors be locked all of a sudden? I don't know, but it definitely raises some questions. Tangela was talking about those small doors right there, yeah? Let's turn our attention there. When we tried to open them earlier, they were chained shut. Let's try again now. These small doors are definitely the ones Tangela told us about. There's a chain or something on the other side, keeping them from opening. So they're locked from the inside. What's going on? It's strange that these doors were unlocked until recently. Who locked these doors? Well, I think we checked everything we can for now. What do you think, Pikachu? Is Unitas really here? Yeah, I think chances are pretty good they're using this place as their base. I got a few reasons for thinking that. The first is Diglett's story about the noises it's heard coming from the building. The second is what Tangela said about those smaller doors being locked from the inside. And the third is the food wrapper that Garbodor found. And one of those things on their own wouldn't mean much. Taken all together, we could pretty safely conclude that there are people here. Exactly. I think those things are linked by more than coincidence. Guess we really do need to look around inside. Yeah, the whole place is closed up and locked down. Since walking in through the front entrance is a no-go, let's think of another way. I was thinking... yeah, find someone who's been entering and leaving.
Okay.
That food wrapper Garbodor found. It looked like it'd been discarded pretty recently. True, and this place does get cleaned regularly, so that trash couldn't have been left here that long ago. But the janitor said we were the first people he's ever seen here. Maybe the trash blew in from somewhere. There aren't any houses or other facilities nearby. Unless that trash came from inside the lab and got blown out here. You might be onto something. In that case, if we follow the scent of this wrapper, maybe we can find the entrance. Yeah, since it's relatively new trash, the scent is still probably fresh. I'd say it's worth a try. If we're hoping to follow a scent, then it's time to ask for Growlithe's help. Agreed. Good thing I asked her to come. Let's go ask her. Where are you, Growlithe? There you are. Hey, Growlithe, we need your help with something. We'd like you to track down the scent from this wrapper. Piece of cake, huh? Just what I wanted to hear. You okay with us getting it right to it, Tim? Yes. Please do. Okay, let's just do it like last time, Growlithe. Can you try tracking the scent from the small door by Tangela? Sure can. So... alright. Huh? The scent suddenly disappeared. Disappeared? Well, sort of. It's more like the scent goes on past this point, actually. Past these steel drums, you mean? I guess we better do something about them if we want to go any further. Let's go get Tim and the others. Pikachu says the scent continues past here, but there's no way to get back there to search. Yeah, it'd take all day to move this many steel drums. Guess we're gonna have to get smashy. What? You gotta be kidding. I know it's a rough approach, but we don't have time to dawdle. The drums seem at least empty, so I'm sure we can enlist one of our pals to help. Have you always approached your investigations this way? Depends on the situation. It's a great detective's job to find the shortest route to the truth. So who should we ask for help? Well, people who can push things, so I think Pangoro. He says he's better at moving things. If we want to, break things. Okay, I didn't think he wanted to break them. I thought he wanted to move them. He says he can handle anything that calls for brute strength. I think Darmanitan is definitely the best one to ask for help with this. Yeah, just be careful not to hurt yourself. We're counting on that strength of yours, Darmanitan. You ready to do this? That's loud. Look, a big hole. There's a hole in the wall. I wonder if that trash from before blew out here. Yeah, I think it did. Me and Pangoro won't fit through that hole, so I'll have to smash open a bigger one. Whoa, if you do that, the whole building could collapse. We'll unlock the doors from the inside. For now, you two can just wait here. If you say so. Tim, check this out. You're right. It looks like we can get inside through this hole. Are you ready to head in? Of course. That's why we're here. All right, let's do it. Yeah, that is a pretty small hole, I gotta say. The lab lobby. Huh. So, this is what the inside of the lab looks like. It sure is messed up. Did you hear me, Pikachu? Huh? Oh, I was just so shocked by how trashed the place is. Kind of speechless. Yeah, I know. They weren't doing any upkeep, but would it really get this bad in just 2 years? So this is where it happened. What's up, Rachel? This must be where the Pokemon went berserk during the R incident 2 years ago. That's why there's a hole in the wall and the room's in such disarray. I see. This place must have been just left as it was at the time of the incident. Mama must have been... Are you okay, Rachel? If it's too painful here, it's totally fine if you want to wait outside. I think I just need a moment to myself, if that's all right. I thought I was ready for this, but it's hitting me harder than I expected. Take your time, I understand. Poor girl. I'm sure she would have preferred to steer clear of this place. But all signs point to Unitas being here. Start looking for clues. Right. Something felt strange when I came into this room. What could that have been? Look, Pikachu, there's another food wrapper on the floor. It's the same one that we got from Garbodor. That means this trash is another piece of evidence that people have been in and out of this place. Yeah, and there might be more proof too. Let's keep looking. Huh? Look, footprints. Are they human? Couldn't be. They're too big. There's no dust over them either, so they must be recent. I bet these are probably Tangela's footprints. Yeah. I see. You must have left these footprints when it came inside. The lab scientist must have used this cupboard. What's up there? Can't see what's on the shelves. You gotta tell me. Wait a second. I'm looking. Looks like just chemicals and stuff. What's this? It's a key. What a weird place to keep a key. Wonder what it's for. Let's take it with us. We might be able to use it later. If I see anything, you'll be the first to know. Nothing there. What do you suppose these chemicals are used for? Careful, Tim. The last thing we need right now is you hurting yourself. Yeah, I know. You worry too much. There's a note here. Read it aloud, would you? From the management team regarding search procedures. Upon discovery of the object in question, collect it immediately. Once the object is collected, use concrete to seal off the first floor hallway. Please be aware of the following. Destroy the switchboard on the first floor. Do not leave any trash behind, such as food or drink containers. Due to the building's dilapidated state, watch your step as you move about. These appear to be instructions of some kind. What do you suppose this management team is? I have no idea. But at least we now know for sure that people have been here. Yeah, we still don't know who's been here or how many of them are there. But they were clearly following orders to search for something. How did they get out here? Good question. The door was locked on the inside. Why did the note say to seal off a hallway with concrete? There's still a lot we don't understand. Let's keep investigating. What do you think this stain is? Kind of looks like a chemical spill or something. Maybe some chemical spill during the Pokemon rampage. Based on the smell and how dusty it is, I'm guessing it isn't a recent stain. Yeah, you better not touch it either. Everything's a mess inside these cabinets. The switchboard panel is open. Completely busted inside. I guess this is why there is no electricity. That note said to destroy the switchboard on the first floor. So someone did this on purpose. Why would they need to do this? Probably wanted to make it look like the first floor didn't have electricity. To make this place look shut down and abandoned? I think so. It seems pretty likely. Especially since that note seemed to contain instructions for keeping something hidden. Yeah, good point. There's the chains. These are the doors we couldn't open because of the chain. The chain's fastened with the padlock. We need to get this unlocked so Dormanitan and Pangoro can get in here. Sure would be convenient if that key we found earlier was for this lock. Let's give it a try. Here goes. Alright, that takes care of the chain. Sorry for the wait, fellas. So, Tim, what are your thoughts after looking the room over? It's pretty clear that someone's been coming in here. And based on that note, we know they had a purpose for doing so. Right, we're light on details, but we know something fishy's going on. We should try to figure out exactly what happened here. Based on the note we saw on the desk, we could safely assume that someone was giving instructions. But what were the people here actually up to? If we can figure this out, we might learn something useful. Why don't you tell me what you think? Someone has been living here. No. Someone probably was researching it. Maybe someone was researching R? No. Yeah. Someone has been living here, maybe? No. No, that's too big of a stretch. It's not this. Oh, it is? Okay. The notes we found said something about sealing off a hallway with concrete. That must mean there's a hidden hallway somewhere on this floor. Sealing off a whole hallway seems pretty extreme. All more reason for us to find it. If we're looking for a hallway that's been sealed up, we should probably ask one of our friends for help. Yeah, let's go ask. Maybe Luxury? Yeah. No. Hey, there's an open space behind this wall. Bingo. Now you know where to go, but how exactly do you plan to get there? Break down the wall, of course. This measly little wall wouldn't stand a chance against our Manitan. Wow, there's a whole hallway hidden behind that wall. And some stairs leading down, too. Someone must have really wanted to keep this hidden. Only one way to find out. Lab building B1. I didn't realize this place had such a big basement. Yeah, the floors above aren't in use anymore, but it sure looks like this one is. If Unitas would go so far as to seal up a hallway, then they must be keeping some pretty big secrets down here. And now it's time for us to uncover them. Yeah, let's go. What's this feeling? What's wrong? I think we're getting closer to my body. You can tell? Apparently, yeah. I wonder if Mewtwo's power has anything to do with it. So Dad's body is somewhere in this building. Oh, and one more thing. It feels like Pikachu's consciousness is growing weaker inside me. Weaker? Why? It could be because I know who I am again, memories and all. Oh no. I don't know how long Pikachu can hold out, so we can't afford to dawdle. Don't worry, we won't let Pikachu's consciousness disappear. I swear I'll find a way to return you two to normal. Tim. We will now be conducting the final test of the cubes. Management and operations team, please stand by on the bottom floor, B5. That broadcast just now. Sounds like there's a lot to investigate.
Tim, you know how Sophia said she could understand what I was saying all along? I wonder why she never brought it up.
I don't know either. Anyway. Wait, Tim. What is it? Look over there. Is that? Let's hide and see what happens.
Hey, did you remember to turn in the Aurora drive?
Yeah, I just dropped it off. Wasn't easy to get, though. Kramer just refused to cough it up.
What are you all doing here? The mayor is here today to inspect the production line. No slacking off.
Yes, ma'am.
You, come with me. I need somebody to help set up on floor B5.
Ma'am,
You two, stand by on this floor until further notice.
Copy that.
I heard people talking, so I came over to see what was going on. Unitas is here, just like we thought. Our deductions were right on the money. And did you hear what they said, Tim? Yeah, something about the Aurora drop at a production line. Based on that broadcast we heard earlier, they gotta be talking about producing the cubes. And Papa's here to conduct an inspection. The mayor might still be on the floor B5. Let's head down there and see if we can catch him. Guess we'll need to find a way to get downstairs. We gotta be careful, though. There are still some Unitas goons on this floor. Though they might have gone into one of the rooms around here. We should keep our guards up if we decide to walk into any of them. Find a way to get downstairs. The elevator stopped at B5. Well, they did just say they were heading down there. I tried pushing the button, but it's not working. Bet you'll need a card key. Then I hope we can find one somewhere. Yeah. We're trying to get... Yeah. Check out for stairs or the elevator. There should be some stairs behind the store, but I can't seem to get it open. It's locked. Looks like it needs a passcode. There's no reason for us to go back upstairs. Okay, can't do that. This looks like a map of the facility. Lucky us, the floors have labels. Let's see, floor B1 is labeled management team. B2 and 3 are labeled operations. Research team are B4 and 5. Management, operations, and research. Seems like Unitas is made up of 3 teams. There's a map of this floor too. We're on B1, the floor used by the management team. The map says there are 2 rooms on this floor. And if we want to get down, we could either use the elevator or take the stairs. As long as we can get there without being seen. Well, for now, let's investigate. Well, where else could we go? I've already checked this thing.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, not upstairs.
Keep your guard up, all right?
I did. Looks like a terminal to input the passcode to access the stairs. Appears to be a 4-digit passcode, too. We want to access the lower floors, but we can't use the elevator. The stairs will work, but we need a passcode. Yeah, 4-digit number. Let's search this floor top to bottom for that passcode. Good idea. Yeah. Let's keep going. Can't make out what they're saying, but I can hear voices on the other side of this door. Yeah, I better not. Huh? Wait, did you hear a sound coming from that room just now? Who do you think it was? I don't know. Yeah, this is so frustrating. Ah. Yeah, that sucks. Oh. Security protocols have been updated due to instances of Pokemon escaping captivity. Pay close attention to each Pokemon's behavior. In this event that a Pokemon escapes, immediately notify on all site personnel via intercom. They're keeping Pokemon captive here? Sure seems that way. This notice is warning people not to let any Pokemon escape. Passcode to access the stairs is updated monthly. The passcode is available in the standby room. Ah, we can find the passcode in the standby room. Now that's a handy piece of intel. Yeah, but there are 2 rooms on this floor. Which do you think is the standby room? Quickest way to find out is to check both. Just to be sure, let's look at the other notices too. Inspections occurred nightly to ensure that the cubes are operating properly. Maintenance staff will be checking each room for any abnormalities. Thank you for your cooperation. According to this, the maintenance staff will be going in and out of the rooms at night. And they gotta run these checks 7 nights a week? That sounds like a real grind. Luxray! That's a ventilation duct. You might be able to squeeze through it, Pikachu. You're dredging up painful memories of the police station and the ruins. I guess I could go through to gather info as a last resort. We'll keep it in mind. Alright, let's go home for Luxray. Luxray, you'd be able to see what's beyond the walls, right? Yes. Alright, let's do this. Okay, don't come out, please. There are 2 humans and an electrode in the room. Oh, this one's empty. Pikachu. What is it? There's a Pokemon collapsed on the floor in there. What? Tell me more, whatever you can see. Oh, it's a Wooper.
Man, we gotta do something. But how can we get in there?
Yeah.
Promising.
Door appears to be locked. Then there's only one way to get inside. Where's the duct in that room lead to? I can't tell from here. Too many walls in the way. Oh. Well, I did see a duct somewhere else on this floor. I wonder if I can get inside it. Keep it down, Pikachu. Someone might hear you. Alright, I'll tell you quietly then. There are some Unitas guys and an electrode in the first room down the hall, which means we can't go in there. As for the second room, there aren't any Unitas guys, but what? A Whooper's collapsed on the floor in there. I'm worried about its condition shut away like that. That's awful. Is there anything we can do to help it? Shh. Now look who needs to turn down the volume. I feel the same way as you, Tim. We gotta help it. Looks like a duct on the far side of this floor leads into that room. Sounds good. Let's go. I ought to be able to reach the room the Whooper's in from here. I'll go check it on it, so just sit tight.
Come on, Tim. Give me a boost.
Sure thing. Hurry and go help.
We got it covered. I hope we're one piece.
Well, I'm in. Oh, the poor Whooper. Whooper loves to stay hydrated. He's probably dehydrated then. Hey, you okay? What happened to you? Oh man, that's in bad shape. I need to unlock the door so I can call Tim and the others.
Hey,
Yes, I can open the door from the inside. Hey, Tim, Rachel, get in here. Is Whooper okay? It's in pretty bad shape. Poor thing. What could have made it collapse like this? It must need water. See, Whooper's whole body is dried up. We need to get it some water ASAP. I'm pretty sure there's water on this floor. Yeah, let's get some for Whooper. Look for water. Okay. Aha! Thought I saw a water cooler over here. Oh, good. It looks so much better. It says thank you. Thank goodness it's okay. What's this Whooper doing here anyway? Good question. Let's ask. What were you doing here in the first place, Whooper? Some humans captured it and brought it here against its will. Just like Darmanitan and his friends. What a horrible thing to do. And they wouldn't give it any water either, so it got weaker and weaker over time. Whooper usually live in water. The sudden change in environment must have been tough for it. Do you know anything about Unitas, Whooper? Whooper says something was put on its back. After that, its mind went blank. That explains why it doesn't know anything about Unitas. Sure, that something was a cube. Huh? The air actually feels a little cooler next to Whooper? Thanks to its damp ability, Whooper can make the air around itself more humid. Interesting. It actually feels pretty refreshing. Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry. I'm gonna solve this case soon so you can go back home. Hang in there.
That's cute.
Oh,
A photo of the Aurora drop. Yeah. Huh. Business plan. Yeah. Hmm. Let's think. Maybe... Yeah, maybe they stole the Aurora drop to further their research. I mean, take a look at this photo from the experiment report and this photo of the Aurora drop. It's the same jewel. Seems like they've been doing a lot of research about that jewel, but what in the world for? If we keep investigating this facility, I'm pretty sure we'll find one way or another. Well, now we know why the Aurora drop was stolen, but we still haven't found the passcode for the stairs. Let's really give this room a thorough search. Maybe we'll find the passcode somewhere. There's a notice on the wall. If you hear the alarm, please evacuate. Oh. How can we enter the other room? I think I know how. I think we could either report a fire, report a Pokemon's escape.
Okay.
What if we use the intercom to report that a Pokemon has escaped? A notice on the wall said that if a Pokemon escapes, everyone's supposed to drop what they're doing and try to recapture it. So if we told a little white lie over the intercom, everyone in that room would freak out and rush out of there. Alright, let's use this thing to flush out those guys. Will Growlithe and the others be okay? Good point. They should all probably steer clear of the stairs. Let's go let them know. Okay, we got them all to move. Now those Unitas mooks won't run into them when they leave the room. Okay, here goes nothing. Let's see. The number for the room next door is...
Hello, this is Floor B1. A Pokemon has escaped the facility. I need you on the first floor right away. All of you. What? We were told not to leave our posts. Are you disobeying a direct order from your superior? Get yourselves up here now!
Oh dear.
Yes, sir! Emergency! Mobilize and move out! Did it? They actually fell for it.
Sounds like it worked. Now those Unitas bozos are gone, we can finally go into the standby room. Let's check it out before they come back. Alright guys, I'm actually going to end this episode off here. In the next episode, we will go to the standby room and see if we can find the passcode for the elevator. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!